going to the Keene Cemetery, is that what it's called? It's kind of nestled in here in the orange groves off of Highway 62, heading west towards the town of Parrish. Once we get there, I'll restart the camera. It's crazy. There are black bears out here. Oh wait. Ah, got me fooled. Kind of feels like you're driving through somebody's orange farm here, which we probably are. Breaking some kind of law. I don't know, but this is just a really cool place. If you've never heard of it or been to it, it's kind of off the beaten path, and sorry for that bumpiness. And here we are, out in the middle of the orange groves. You see, we got oranges that way. Oranges that way. So we'll go on in, see what it's like. I like to try to take you to cool off-the-road places in Florida. This is definitely one of them. Again, it's the Keene Cemetery off of Highway 62 in near Parrish. So it's really, really peaceful out here, and so you can see just orange groves everywhere, all around. It smells wonderful from the orange blossoms. The smell is just amazing. So, wonderful place to be laid to rest. So you can kind of get an idea why they call it the Keene Cemetery. There's just a few families that are buried here. The Keenes being one of them. There's Keenes. There's another family, Rutledges, Chansey. So just a handful of little families. This is probably land that was shared between those families back in the day. So let me try to find some old tombstones. It's kind of what you do when you come to a cemetery, is you find the oldest tombstone, right? Alright, let's see what we can find. So this is a cool one here, Jacob Keene. He's a private in the Knights Company, Florida MTD volunteers in the Indian Wars. The Indian Wars were fought between the American troops, federal troops, and Seminole Indians in the mid-1800s here in Florida. So he was born in 1827. They actually have updated his tombstone quite a bit to a marble one, or granite, whatever it is, but a lot of these are made out of this old, I don't know if you can see it too well, old limestone here, and it fades so quickly. But do you want to try to read it?
It says a precious one from us is gone, a voice we loved is still, a place is vacant in our home which never can be filled.
Here's another one that's been updated. This one is a Keene with the E on the end, but I had to kind of dig away from the tombstone. But it's March 1861 to something, can't really make it out. 1933 is when he passed. So lived through the Civil War. Can't imagine what that would have been like, this part of Florida. In the 1860s, no air conditioning. Pan around. This is a really old section here. Look at this live oak. Lots of 1800s here. They're all real old limestone headstones that I can't really make out. Unfortunately, I don't know if anyone can. Kind of just lost in time. I'm sure there's some kind of record somewhere of everyone who's buried here. But there's probably a lot of unmarked ones as well. You can see the orange groves there. This is kind of a middle section here, real old ones, 1800s, mid 1800s. Here's another really old one I can't make out, unfortunately. But they worked with what they had, old limestone. It's cool stuff. Civil War veterans.
Yeah, it's possible that this is
This is definitely something you see less and less of here in Central Florida. Good old orange groves, but I'll take you in close here. This time of year, they let off a smell that is just heavenly, and here's the source of it. Let's see if I can get close here. This is the orange blossom, and you can't hear it, but there's honeybees buzzing all over the place. And what they'll do is they'll make a special orange blossom honey that is just amazing to taste. So they smell really good, don't they, Noah?
Mm-hmm.
Here's some oranges that are yet to be picked. Still got a little time before they're ready for harvest, I assume. Here's a big clump of blossoms. They almost kind of have a gardenia smell to them, but different, just different. But you can drive down the road and open your windows in your car and just smell them sometimes. But like I said, they're becoming more and more scarce here in Florida because they had a bad fungus come through called the citrus greening. It wiped out a lot of groves, so the land's more profitable, just becoming housing development instead of those oranges. But that's kind of what put Florida on the map. Yeah, you can kind of see this is, get it in focus here. See the base of that part of the flower, I think that's called the, oh gosh, the pistil. But you see there, I hope it focuses, there's a tiny little orange. It's the swollen ovary of a flower. What happens is to get fertilized by a pollinator. It gets pollinated by a bee, and then it swells up the ovary. Eventually the flower falls off and the ovary continues to swell, produces seeds, and that's what we eat. It's a swollen ovary of the flower. It's every fruit that you've ever eaten. It's just the swollen ovary of the flower. Alright. I hear a dog barking, so I gotta go. Anyways, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more. See you guys.